Hey, happy Tuesday. So glad to see you in our 7 minutes of marketing right now. Let's get into what is most needed before your next trade show. IBC, NAB New York, wherever you're going to your next event or trade show, whatever it is, this is for you. All right, so the first thing that I'm getting asked about all the time that people really need is a sort of pre-trade show lead machine. And the way to do that is to put together a series of emails, LinkedIn DMs, even SMS, maybe 1 minute videos, all of these put together. And the call to action on all of them is to book an appointment at the booth. Now, inside of those, give some great info if you have. Hey, if you've got this problem, let's meet for a couple minutes and check this out, whatever the thing is, but have that put together. And that's something that we do for people all the time. Pre-show lead machine. It works great as a way to drive people to your booth. I mean, of course, we don't want to just go to the show and hope people stop by. We want to have that dream 100, those people that, if you only saw those 100 people or those 20 people, whoever they are, you'd be like, yes, that was a great show. So putting that in combination with that pre-trade show lead machine, that is the bomb. That's the way to do it. All right, second thing that we get requested the most, and you can put this together yourself or call us if you want some help with it, is a text from stage system. And so that might look like you're giving a paper at the show, giving a presentation at the event, whatever it is, and then you have some special extra info that you can give to people. And so you want to say something like, hey, take out your phone right now before we get started. I've got this extra slides, these extra bits of info, this extra diagram, whatever it is, and I want to send it to you. I want to give this to you. And so if you want to try this for yourself right now, I've got it set up. If you text the word 7 to me at 1-530-203-5703, you'll get a chapter of my book, which are the 7 marketing things we do the most for people. So, but just imagine for your own business what that could be. That special keyword, they text in, and then now you're starting a sales conversation with them, which really is the only purpose of marketing, right? Starting a sales conversation. And having that text from stage is great. We worked with someone at a show recently that had graphics on their booth, and they had a QR code for it. And when they brought up the QR code, it automatically brought up that keyword right in the text message as a text message. All they had to do is hit send, and then it came back and asked them for their first name and email, and then they get the spec sheet, data sheet sent over to them. So that works really, really well. So pre-show lead machine is the first one, and then the text from stage or text during your presentation is the second one that you got to put this into play for your next show, right? All right, the third thing to have in place is your trade show follow-up system. We've got a system that we put together for people all the time. It does not need to be complicated. It just, before you go to the show, have a plan on how you're going to follow up. I mean, maybe you've got them segmented by, product A, product B, and everybody else, and send resources to those people. Take a picture of you and your crew in the booth on the stand, send that off to people because that'll remind folks, oh, I love those guys. They're great. I totally want to work with them. And so having that in there is really good. And just think about what your perfect prospect, your customer craves, and send that to them afterward and make it really easy then for them to follow up with you. All right. Now, one of the other things that we're getting asked about all the time right now, and you can do this on your own or let us know if you need some help, webinars start to finish. So on the one hand, people are like, too many webinars. But on the other hand, hey, they work. They show, if someone registers, they've raised a hand to indicate they're interested in that topic, right? It's just registering, showing up. Even better, we love it when they show up to the webinar, right? Or maybe it's some type of class or behind the scenes, how to set something up, whatever it is. And we love setting those up and working with people. I've got an actual template that I can just share with you. Just hit me up either here or contact me by email if we're already connected, whatever, or leave me a message here and I will send you that template that we use for webinars with our clients. Happy to share it. We set it up to where the folks we're working with really just have a minimum amount of time that they have to put into it. Maybe just, hour and a half. Literally, we set up all the pre-show or pre-webinar promo, help people know what to say during, make sure that there's a lot of engagement happening during the webinar itself, and then have a follow-up system in place. So using a webinar either before your event as a kind of teaser to reveal what you're going to have, or a kind of, hey, we missed you at the show and I'm bringing the show to you kind of a deal. Those work really, really well. And then, final one, and then we'll call it. The other thing that works great for trade shows is to have a web or have a guide, white paper, checklist, something that's specific to your customer, what they need. So maybe a guide on how to choose this service or choose this equipment, or a checklist on how to choose that service or choose that equipment. Something that will really help them. Mistakes to avoid kind of a thing. And so when somebody comes to your booth, hey, can I scan your badge? We all know about that one. Hey, can I send you this really cool document, this white paper, this diagram, this whatever, and you have that all ready to go, right? And also, of course, you can use that in that presentation we talked about earlier, so it can be the same thing for that. You can promote it on social. It's really nice to give. We want to give to our customers, our prospects, and help them, and then that way we can all work together. All right, so those are the top things to do before your show. If you want any help, love to talk with you, glad to share.